Hello and welcome to the next video in my build your own R2D2 vlog. Thank you for joining me. I am excited about this video because we have more light up parts and more dome parts to do. I've kind of ruined the video for those people who didn't know what was coming. But hey ho, stick with me. You'll see me put them together. So let's get started and have a look at what comes in issue 6 and in issue 7. So issue 6 comes with these parts here. We have basically the outer frame of the lights display, the LED light display and the cable to connect it for the test box, and then the back plate of the light display. So I'm just going to open up. Oh, come on. Yeah. There we go. So what we do, first of all, is we get this grey bit here. This isn't metal. This is grey plastic, as you can tell. And I think the reason for that is so that you clip it on there and you have that little give bend in it so that you can clip it on there like that. And that is the grey bit all installed, looking very nice against the black there, has to be said. You then get the display and line it up like that, and then we get the back plate here, line that up like that, and there it is. That is it all done. So I'm just going to screw that part together now. And there we have it all installed with my greasy fingerprints all over it. But yeah, that is that part all installed. I do like the way that it is sunk in for ease, for protection, so it can't really get scratched easily, and we can just put a little bit of covering cotton wool or something to protect it in the years to come while it is not being used. So if I just bring in the battery pack and the little test kit, I'm using the wire that I've already have attached. This is still the trial version. Still haven't used anything electronic from the proper version yet, so I'm just going to turn it on. I'm just going to plug this into there like so. Forget the way around. And test it out. Nope. Probably because maybe it is a different wire. Let's take this out. And let's use the wire that actually came with the part. It's a novel idea, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's the same. But actually, why would it, if it is the same, why would they supply? Looks the same to me, but still, better to be safe than sorry. So plug that in there. There we go. Plug this in there. There we go. Okay, that is in. Zoom in for effect. And here we go. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. That is amazing. Oops. Very, very nice indeed. And the other button does the same, but brighter, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so this button makes it brighter. Look at that. Very, very cool indeed. And is that slower? Or is that just my imagination? First button. I think it's just the brightness. But how amazing is that? Very, very, very cool indeed. I could just imagine this on the back of R2D2's head now. Oh, that is so cool. I'm going to be playing with this for a long time to come, I can tell you that. So that is all we get in issue 6. Moving on to issue 7. Okay, moving on to issue 7 then, and the parts we get are more of the framework for the dome, which I'll attach a little later on, plus more screws and nuts, which is crazy really. We got a lot last time, and now we're getting more. So keep these safe, because they will come into play a little later on. And then we get this little box of metal bits here. Actually, they're not metal; they are just silver. Or are they metal? Oh, maybe they are metal actually. 3 parts, 1, 2, 3. We're going to be looking at now, and the same for the other side. And then this is part of, well, it's part of a hinge. We've got part there with a connecting bit inside, just under my thumb there, and then we've got this little tiny bit which I've already dropped on the floor and spent a time looking for it, so be careful of that. But we're not worrying about these 2 pieces now, we're worrying about these pieces here, so I'm just going to get them out and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so these silver parts are actually metal, and now that I've got them in hand, it's very easy to tell that they are metal, and these parts will attach to the top of the feet of R2D2 when they are all completed. So to assemble them, it's very easy. You just get this piece here. I'll just zoom in a bit. Looking like that, and then you get this ring part here, and it's symmetrical both sides. It's got kind of a little cut there, but you just put that in there like that, leaving the inner circle with 2 gaps there. And of course this piece has 2 plugs so that you can navigate it in and push it into place, and when it is finished it will have this part horizontal, or this part sticking on top, or this part vertical, or this part sticking out on the side. And then you need to get one of these screws, which is supplied in this pack, and then you just very simply feed the screw into the hole like that and screw it all together. Okay, so that is the completed piece. It is a little loose, I'll tighten it up in just a second. But that is what it looks like when it is all done. And just bring in the other one, which I've already done and is already tightened. So you see it's not meant to have that little shift. It is meant to be a solid piece. That is those 2 pieces even complete, and they will go something like that along the foot of R2D2. But we'll come on to these in a later video. So be sure to keep them safe as we move on to the next pieces, which are these 2 dome pieces here. Now they are exactly the same. They're both called Dome Frame 04. You can see that there. And you can see that there. And they attach in exactly the same way as this piece did in the last issue. And they go there and there when they are all finished. So you just get a bolt, or nut I should say, and just put that in the top there, and then you get a screw and put it into the other side to secure it in place. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. And here is the dome all completed to the stage we can do it now. It's the very top of the head, this, and yeah, very sturdy, looking very nice indeed. Remember the picture last time is what it's going to look like eventually. Very excited for that, but for now that is what that looks like. And we have these 2 pieces here which we looked at in this video as well, and of course the lighting up part, which is still my favorite part from this video. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Oops. If you have, I hope that you'll join me again for the next one. If you haven't, then I'm not entirely sure why you're watching these. You know the deal now. I mean, these first issues are always a bit ropey. They're always a bit kind of bitty and everything, but it is starting to take shape now. Something is starting to formulate. I'm getting excited for R2D2 once again. So I hope you'll join me in a fortnight's time for the next video. Until then, guys, take care. Bye bye.